Hey everyone, this is Alan from OC Nerf. It is a lovely Saturday afternoon, and I thought it'd be a fine time to crack into something simple. Not going to take me hours and hours to do, but I've been meaning to modify this. This is the Tech Target Eliminator that shot the old school Mega Darts, of which I don't have any. So I've been meaning to rebarrel this to shoot Elite Darts. So I've got with me my half-inch CPVC, and we'll be finishing cutting that up now and cracking this open, which is not really necessary, but I want to do a really clean removal of the air restrictor, take a look at the seal inside, maybe do an upgrade spring if I feel it's necessary, although I'm pretty sure this is beefy enough as is. If you've never played with one of these, it is rather powerful. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let my CPVC, and I will start, or actually finish cutting this up. There we go. Okay, so I've cut out my CPVC about 7 inches, and let me just clean this out a little bit. There we go. Alright, let me grab a dart, just test fitting it. Twist fit. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my screwdriver, and we're going to crack into this and come back to that pipe later. Here we go. Okay, I finished unscrewing the blaster. I'm going to go ahead and put these screws to the side, and let's go ahead and fillet this thing open. A little stuck in the front here. There we go. Alright. Okay. Pretty simple mechanism. Very much so like a Night Finder, any kind of Night Finder style system. Straight plunger tube and a trigger. So let's get rid of this faux barrel. Don't need that. Trigger can move off to the side. Let's take this whole thing out. And here is our little air restrictor. So let's pull that off. We got a little screw in here, and that's actually still pretty greased. Interesting. Let's take a look at this air seal. Huh. That's awesome. It's still greased, and that is a really solid air seal. Nice. Let's try it the other way. Pop. Good. Awesome. And the spring, definitely respectable. Let's see if I can tease another thing in there. Oop, got my springs all mixed in together. Alright. Let's get this head off. There we go. Alright. Grab a little spring, see if this can fit within it. Not this one, let me try the other one. They're about the same size. How about this one? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, that's a lot beefier. But is that what I really want, though? Let's try this other spring. believe this one is off of a Retaliator, and the first one is off of a Spring Donor 6. Now, in my thrift stores, those Tech 6s, I don't think anybody knows how to price them because they are all over the place. I've seen them as low as $1 and as much as $6. And yeah, there's no way I'd pay $6 for a Tech Target, or sorry, a Tech 6. So I pass quite a lot of them up. This one I didn't, and it's going to be put to good use, I hope. Let's seat that in there. Test this out real quick. Seems a bit tight. I may not do that just because of how tight that is, but let's see here. Okay. Then we're going to leave that off for now. Don't like how that one is causing a lot of friction as it's going through. So, well, there goes my catch spring. I'll leave that there. I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. Alright, yep, okay. And we're going to screw this back on. Honestly, though, this is going to be pretty beefy as is. It's meant to shoot the old school Mega Darts, and now it's going to be shooting the, there we go, Elite Darts. Okay, that's gone. This is in place. Yep, this is the end that I wanted. Good. I've got to ream this out just a little bit, and I'll be able to stick that in there. So let me go ahead and get some tools out and get back to you. Just thought I'd show how I'm kind of testing this through. So I'm kind of going right into it, getting out some material, and giving it a quick test. Still a little bit more material. It's a process, guys. And having never done a Tech Target, this is kind of fun. I've done plenty of Night Finders and Fire Strikes, so they're all pretty much the same. There, let's give that a shot. It's getting close. Let's do a little bit more, shall we? Sandpaper. Flatten out that edge. Almost. Alright, let's cut out a little bit more. Doing. Okay, let me get another tool. Okay, I think I got it this time. Alright, so with a little bit more help and some sanding on both ends, I am now able to pretty much lock that into place. I'm going to go ahead and put some epoxy onto that to give it that nice good seal, and then we'll move forward from there. I'm going to grab my little epoxy tray here. Okay. Grab my epoxy. I've used this quite a number of times. This tray is going to last until it is full. And wipe that off. Okay, and this is what I use these things for. I don't know about you guys. Use it to mix my epoxy together. There we go. Nice and goopy. Alright, I'm just going to apply this the outside of here rather graciously. There we go. Put that aside and apply it to the inside of this. You can see here what I did is I just really cut into it. There we go. Couldn't hurt to have as much of this as I could. Alright, let's let that sit. Put this on. There we go. I just noticed a problem. Okay, gotta go fix that. Okay, and we're back. I noticed the error, and that was assuming that the person who cut this CPVC in the first place at the hardware store cut it straight. That was a terrible assumption, as that was not the case. I had put that end onto the plunger tube thinking that would have been the straightest edge, and I was wrong, and it was cut at a slight angle. A bit frustrating, but I did learn from the first time, so I got this reamed out nice and easy. So reapplying, and we'll go ahead and put this together. Pop, look at that fit. Good. So I'm going to let that sit for a while. Looks straight to me. Yep. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that somewhere to sit. I'm probably going to put a little bit more on the outside here, just to make sure. That doesn't go anywhere. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go and put this out to sit. There we go. Okay, now let's take a look at the rest of this. Not that there's much else to do other than putting things in their place and waiting for that to dry. Since this is a really good air seal, I'm going to put a little bit of grease on it when I put it back in. Just checking through. Here we go. Don't lose this. Very important. I'm going to go put that with my screws. Okay, I'm going to go grab my grease and put everything on there. Okay, so I've gone ahead and greased up everything that's pretty much plastic to plastic, including the O-ring, the catch, the trigger areas that touch the shell. All that stuff's greased and ready to go. Another thing that I noticed, let's see here, was the fact that the back end of this doesn't exactly fit into the CPVC. It kind of tapers in probably to hold the dart in tighter, closer towards the plunger tube. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just cut this off here, seeing as this is really not necessary anymore, as this is not what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off. Alright, and we're off. Make it up a little bit. Okay, that should now just fit all the way through just fine. Perfect. Good. So that's still drying. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. It's going to fit in just like that. And there's just going to be a little bit of CPVC showing here, but I don't care. It's going to be inside the blaster. So we're good to go there. Let me just sand this like that. Just nice and clean. Good. Awesome. Okay, well, other than just waiting for this to dry, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and cut right here and get to that point when we already put everything back together. Okay, I've gone ahead and put things back together. I've also added some hot glue around here just to strengthen that up even more and to hopefully plug up anything that I may have missed. And I'm going to go ahead and do a test fire real quick just to see if this barrel is the right length I want it to be. So we'll stick that in there. Because the inner diameter of the plunger tube is smaller than the dart, there's no chance of vacuum sealing this, but there's a good chance that this dart is now going to get sucked as far down as we can go because the air seal on this is ridiculously tight. Oh, I'm manually catching it, so oops, let's do that again. I am a terrible catch spring, so I was pushing it the wrong way. Let's try that again. Okay, good. And let's do a little quick test fire. Yep. That was good. Okay, I'm going to fire it down range a little bit just to see if I can gauge where we're at with this progress. And we're going to push down. I am a terrible catch spring. Let's try that again. There we go. Right. Yeah, that's firing lasers. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab the catch spring, which I put with the other screws. There it is. We'll go ahead and put everything back together. And this is pretty much done. Okay, here we go. It's a little bit tight. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start the screwing process and get back to you. Okay, this is pretty much ready to go. The last thing I added was a couple of CPVC pieces in here just to act as dart holders. And we've got ourselves a really powerful pistol. Let me pull it back. There we go. Let's try that again. There. Nice. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give this a test shot to shoot outdoors, if possible, or possibly just down the hallway, and see if we can't get a good range estimation on the distance these darts are now shooting. Okay, we're going to do a little quick range test of this. Now, this whole hallway is probably about 100 feet straight down. That door frame right past the exit is about 40 feet from where we're at. I'm going to fire it flat. Here we go. That landed about 45 flat.